stages of a project, it's easy to get swept up in brainstorming and planning, but without clear milestones, it's hard to know if you're actually making progress. In this video, we'll talk about how to set meaningful checkpoints that keep your project focused and your team aligned. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Katie Linder, a certified project manager, change manager, and coach who works full-time leading and supporting teams in higher education. On this channel, I offer real-world examples of how project management translates into the higher ed environment. If you're looking for ways to use project management tools and skills, both professionally and personally, to bring more ease to your work and life, you're in the right place. In this video, we're diving into the topic of choosing project milestones, why they matter, how to select them, and what makes a milestone meaningful. A project milestone is a significant point in your project timeline that marks the completion of a major deliverable, phase, or decision. You can think of project milestones as progress markers that help everyone to stay on track. Milestones serve as critical checkpoints that help you and your team track progress, maintain momentum, and communicate effectively with stakeholders. Without them, it's easy for a project to feel like an endless to-do list, or worse, to drift off course without anyone noticing until it's too late. In the higher ed environment, this is especially important. Our projects can involve long timelines, cyclical academic calendars, and complex approval structures. Milestones provide structure within that complexity. Here are a few key reasons that milestones make a difference. First, milestones create shared visibility. Everyone, whether they're deeply involved or watching from a distance, can see how the project is moving forward. This is essential when working with cross-functional teams, campus committees, or leadership groups. Milestones also enable early course correction. When a milestone is missed or delayed, it's an opportunity to ask why and make adjustments before the project gets too far off track. And milestones motivate the team. They help break a large project into smaller wins, giving your team moments to celebrate progress and stay energized over time. Milestones also support better planning. Knowing when key moments will occur helps you to allocate resources, manage risks, and schedule meetings or communications in a more strategic way. Milestones also facilitate better reporting. Whether you're updating a VP, a steering committee, or your project team, milestones give you clear markers to report against, making your updates more meaningful and measurable. And milestones can align expectations. They help everyone agree on what success looks like and when key deliverables should be completed. This reduces miscommunication and keeps everyone moving in the same direction. In short, milestones bring clarity, accountability, and rhythm to your project work. They don't just tell you when something is due, they remind you why it matters. As you can see, not all milestones are created equal. The most effective ones do more than mark time. They signal real progress and help your team make informed decisions. Here are some tips for how to choose milestones that add value rather than clutter. First, tie them to meaningful progress. A good milestone represents a major turning point or deliverable in your project. Think beyond arbitrary dates. What are the moments where something shifts or is completed in a way that moves the project forward? For example, launching a student survey is more impactful than finalizing survey questions. Second, make your milestones measurable. You should be able to say clearly, did we hit this milestone? Yes or no? Avoid vague milestones like start communications planning. Instead, choose something like communication plan finalized and approved. It's specific, objective, and easy to track. Third, space your milestones out wisely. Too many milestones can feel overwhelming and dilute their importance. Too few, and your team might lose direction or momentum. Try to place milestones at logical intervals, often at the end of project phases or when deliverables are complete, to maintain a steady sense of progress. Fourth, involve your team. Your team often knows best where the true progress points lie. Collaborate with them to identify when they'll need approvals, when they anticipate shifts in the workload, or when critical decisions will need to be made. This also builds ownership and accountability within your milestones. Fifth, align with decision points. Milestones are a natural time to pause and reassess. Use them to check in on scope, timelines, or resource needs. Especially in higher ed projects where governance or leadership input is often required, milestones can be timed with key meetings, committee reviews, or reporting deadlines. You'll also want to consider communication needs. Ask yourself, what moments will stakeholders outside the project team want or need an update? Building in public-facing milestones can help you to manage expectations and tell the story of your project's progress in a compelling way. You'll also want to balance short-term wins with long-term vision. Some milestones should be quick wins that energize the team, while others anchor the project's bigger achievements. A mix of both helps maintain morale and strategic focus. Choosing the right milestones is a skill that you'll sharpen over time, but starting with these principles will help you build clarity, confidence, and momentum into your project from the very beginning. Let's look at a quick example. If you're leading a strategic planning process for your department or institution, your milestones might include the following: stakeholder engagement sessions completed, environmental scan and data analysis finalized, draft plan written and reviewed by leadership, final plan approved by the governing board, plan shared with campus, and implementation begins. Each of these milestones marks a major transition or deliverable in the process, providing natural moments for assessment, communication, and celebration. One of the most common pitfalls to avoid with choosing your milestones is to not confuse tasks with milestones. A milestone is an outcome, not just an activity. For example, drafting a survey is a task. Survey deployed to participants would be a milestone. Now, setting milestones is only the first step. The value comes from how you use them throughout the life of your project. First, integrate them into your timeline. Whether you're using a Gantt chart, shared calendar, or project dashboard, make sure milestones are clearly visible to the team. Next, use them as natural progress checkpoints. Build team meetings or one-on-one check-ins around milestones so that they become regular moments for reflection, alignment, and planning. You will also want to communicate around your milestones. Milestones make great anchors for status updates, stakeholder briefings, and reports. Use them to frame what's been accomplished and what's coming next. And don't forget to celebrate your milestones. Even small milestones deserve recognition. Celebrating progress helps maintain team morale and reinforces a sense of momentum. You can also use your milestones to assess scope and pace. If a milestone is missed or delayed, pause to examine why and adjust your plan accordingly. There are built-in opportunities for course correction. And finally, revisit your milestones regularly. Especially for longer projects, it's a good idea to reevaluate your milestones periodically. Are they still relevant? Do they need to shift based on new information or decisions? Choosing the right project milestones can create built-in moments for reflection, communication, and celebration throughout your project. And in the higher ed environment, those pauses can be critical for sustaining engagement and momentum. Have you used milestones in your past projects? What tips would you add? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how milestones have worked for you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a future video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.